Cartey City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
G'day and Swaddy Carb. Well, today at the PCEC, we were very, very entertained and enlightened and encouraged and motivated with Mr. Ron Cartey here, giving his philosophy of life, really.
Yeah, well, thank you for that. I appreciate those words. Thank you.
And I'm very interested, something like 14 years ago, you retired in Thailand.
Yep, I did. I reached the end, I thought, and then I stuck my head out of the water again. It's
because you were pretty well set up there. You're up country, a couple of farms.
Yes, all okay. So in theory, had achieved my goals. I'd worked hard for a long time, travelled, and then I thought now's the time to retire, but it wasn't quite right.
I'm allergic to the word retirement. I have no intention of ever retiring.
No, I agree. Congratulations.
Because what you've discovered, in a sense, was you should have taken your own advice, and that retiring, what does that mean anyway?
Well, it's interesting.
It means you stop contributing or something?
Well, look, it's just when you're striving, you're always going for a goal, and my goal was to reach a certain level in terms of business success, personal success, and I'd reached all my goals. So there was nothing else to strive for, so in effect I retired.
But then of course you've got all this knowledge which you really need to share, and that's a lot of retirees have a lot they could share.
Yeah, and I found, one of the phrases I use there, if you don't use it, you lose it, and so I was just smouldering there, so I came out and doing what I do now.
Yeah, and how would you describe what you do now in the last, say, 14, 15 years?
Just helping other people, companies or individuals achieve their goals, their business goals, their corporate goals, their personal goals, as a strategy consultant.
So can people contact you if they want some strategy consultation?
Either personal or business, I'd be delighted to talk to them. Yes, of course.
So, and how should they contact you?
I think contact me via your club is the easiest way, yes, and then you can contact me because I travel a lot, all right?
Okay, PCEC.club.
Yeah.
So you need to start up a Don't Retire website, Don't Retire Contribute or something website.
It's true. Well, that's partly what I was doing in there, just trying to get everybody to, if you don't use it, you lose it. And so that's really it. Keep going.
Well, I remember my mother, and she was a great one for doing things for the community, right? Yes. She wrote the Toongabbie story, one of the very first local histories in Australia, gave all the proceeds to the local primary school that we went to. The primary school there is named after her, etc. And when she died, even though she'd had Alzheimer's for 15 years, there was still, when she died, a lot of people turned up to the church to honour her, right?
No, I can believe it, really. I think that's fantastic. One of the reasons we were talking about there was the Rotary Club. I'm part of the Rotary Club here. We have events for charity, for helping other people.
So at any age, what can you give, right? What can you contribute? And one of the things and you want to really have a look and listen to this talk, because I'm sure there's some bits and pieces you can take away from that to add to your life.
I think so. Look, I mean, the points I covered there were things that were taught to me that are used for anybody, regardless of age, profession, culture. It's important, the power of our thought process.
So there you go. So use your thought process to motivate yourself to go and listen to this guy's talk. Take some notes. And one of the things I like to do every night, I'm training my fiancée to do, is lie down at night, go through things you're grateful for in your mind.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. One of the things I spoke about was starting up in the morning, but it starts the night before.
So you really want to think, when you go to bed at night, you don't want to start worrying. It's so easy to worry about things at night, right? And my fiancée could worry about what her finances might be like in 20 years' time.
That's it,
right?
Exactly right. No, agree, 100%.
Go through at night, go through the things that you're grateful for. Take away that one. That's my little contribution to the whole thing. Yeah, and actually this is thematic from what he said. I had a relationship, and it went And it was started to go bad. And what I did was I instigated a gratitude journal. Every day I would write down 5 things I was grateful for about the relationship, and she would write down 5 things grateful. It's a really powerful thing to do because it's so easy to focus on the negative. Right?
Well, that's one of the things we're looking at, the outlook habit, how you look at things, how you view situations. That's really it. So well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, because she developed the notorious contempt role. It's a sign of a relationship. She'd go,
that's it.
We started the gratitude journal. That contempt role stopped entirely.
Well done.
So, think about the things you're grateful for and think about how you can make other people grateful to you by what you can contribute.
Yeah, okay. Look, I'd just like to thank you for allowing me to share those ideas with everybody.
Well, thank you for contributing, and hope people will take away some lessons and they will contribute more. So, on that note, look at the dog. And goodbye and Swati Carbon. Think about what you're grateful for.
Excellent.